This year on the 24th of June will be the 30th anniversary of the massacre of those missionaries. There were 9 of them with 4 children, and you remember most of those missionaries and worked quite closely with most of those missionaries. Tell us a little bit about them. The people in Ireland will be remembering them especially this year, especially with people like Roy Lynn, who came from Ireland, and his wife Joyce, who was worked in the hospital here. Can you recall some of those missionaries?
Yes, I remember them very well. They were Phil Evans, who was principal of the school, Emmanuel School, while Peter Griffiths was on fellow. There was Roy Lynn, who was a very practical man. He would fix cars and in supervised building. There was Joyce, who had become his wife. She was a nurse. There was also Catherine Picken. She was a school teacher and actually taught me in secondary school. She was my English teacher. And yes, I remember them very well. I remember talking to them one day from Mutare Church, driving to the Vumba where they perished. And we were talking about what it's like when you face your death. And it was only a couple of months after such a discussion that they were murdered in the Vumba, doing a good job. The idea was simply that we maintain the school. Hopefully the war would come to an end soon, and we would the school would come back to this place in Katerere, but that was not to be. They perished in the Vumba. I remember them very well. They were all fine Christians doing wonderful service amongst our people.
Pastor Menembe, when we reflect upon those days, they were very difficult days for Zimbabwe, Rhodesia at that point in time, and then Zimbabwe with their independence. But now today is quite difficult for the people in Zimbabwe economically, and it is difficult to survive. And from the Elim Pentecostal churches in the UK, and in particular from Ireland, where we have responsibility for Zimbabwe, we are trying to do a number of projects at the moment to encourage and to help the church in Zimbabwe. One of those projects for Mission Sunday will be helping to refurbish the Memorial Church at Mutare, where you yourself have got your office. Can you tell us a little bit about Mutare and the work there?
Yes, in Mutare we have the Mutare main church and 2 other churches in the high-density suburbs in Dangamvura and Hobhouse, and then outside Mutare we have Penalonga. The work is growing, especially Mutare Church. It's becoming too small. We've every Sunday somebody new coming and becoming members, and so the plan is that if we can fund it, we would like to extend the church so that we have more space and continue to do the work of God. And that is where I operate from as the General Overseer, Chairman of the Elim Pentecostal Church of Zimbabwe. But Mutare is a beautiful city. There are many unsaved people who would like to reach out to all those that are in Mutare. Yes.
So, Pastor, 2 of the projects we will be involved in will be the Mutare Church, where we hope to raise substantial funds to allow you to develop the work, particularly in the city of Mutare. Another situation that we will be doing, which is very dear to our hearts, is the situation at Penalonga, where we have got the primary school. Pastor Harry Malanga is the pastor there and the principal of the school. We have also got a school for hearing impaired children. Pastor Malanga has a particular burden for children of that nature, and we hope to do something in 2009 to redevelop the work. Tell us a little bit, just in a few words, about Penalonga and the need to develop and encourage that work.
Thank you. Penalonga is only about 12 kilometers from Mutare. The school is situated in a mining area where people are very mobile. They come and go. It's only a school with about 400 children. 18 of them are kids who have hearing difficulty and do not speak. They are mute. But we felt that there was need to establish such a project to help many who were unable to go to school because they need special care and special teachers. The challenge right now is that most of them are unable to pay for their own fees, and we have arrangements with parents that they will bring fees in cash or kind. So it will be a very good thing if we are able to develop it and assist in any way.
So from Northern Ireland, and particularly the children who are deaf and dumb and have special needs, are sponsored from Northern Ireland at that particular school. Would you like to say something to the people in Ireland at the moment, Pastor Manembe?
Yes, I would like to say thank you very much for work well done so far. All the assistance we have received in the form of materials, in the form of money, not forgetting that many are praying for us as leadership and praying for individuals that you have come to know, and praying for possibilities of the gospel to reach out to disabled people, hearing impaired children, the old people, and people who come into the work that we are involved in. So we thank you very much, and we pray you will continue to help whenever it's possible.
Thank you, Pastor Manembe. God bless you.
Thank you.
You're the pastor of the church here behind us?
Yeah.
In Catarari?
Exactly. I'm the pastor of this church.
You're also a member of the Executive Council?
Yes, I'm the vice chairperson of the Executive Council of Zimbabwe, Elim Pentecostal Church in Zimbabwe.
And you're responsible for this region?
Exactly. I'm responsible for this district.
How many churches do you have in this district?
We have 15 established churches and 5 new congregations.
So you not only have the responsibility for the church here, but you have responsibility for the entire site.
Exactly.
And on the site there is the Emmanuel Secondary School with about 650 pupils.
Yeah.
There is the primary school with almost 900 pupils.
Yes.
There is a hospital. Last year when we were out, we were able to buy you a motorbike from the people in Ireland. What difference has a motorbike made to you?
Oh, that thing is really a good thing to me. It made an impact even on my work, because I can easily travel from one station to the other. As I've told you before, that I look after 20 churches, so it is it's easier these days to travel from one church to another.
We bring you greetings from Northern Ireland. Would you like to say something to the people of Ireland this afternoon?
Yeah, surely. I just want to say we appreciate your generosity in this place.
Hello, Pastor Malanga. It's good to be here in Penalonga at the Elim Mission Station. You're the pastor of the Penalonga Elim Church. You're not only the pastor of the church here, but at Penalonga you have a number of activities. What other responsibilities have you?
One, I'm a pastor at this church, and I've got another preaching church again in a distance of about 8 kilometers from this place. Besides that, I'm also the headmaster of this school. This school have got a special class for the hearing impaired, so I'm in charge of the whole school, the mainstream, and those who are in the deaf and dumb resource unity.
Tell me, Pastor Malanga, in a country like Zimbabwe, for people who are hearing impaired or people with disabilities, this school is really a lifeline.
Definitely a lifeline for all those people, because most of the people, they are neglected. And here we're talking about in Manicaland as a province, we are the biggest school or mission with 3 resource classes for the hearing impaired children.
Pastor Malanga, you will be aware that the churches in Ireland have a very big interest in Zimbabwe, and we have given a lot of support to the hearing impaired school and to the school here in general and to the work of the church. Would you like to say something to the people in Ireland?
I would like to thank very, very much for those people who are in Northern Ireland. Without these people in Northern Ireland, we should have closed this school, but with their support, we are able to manage to sail through with our economic hardships.
Pastor Malanga, we have a project that we are going to do in Northern Ireland in the autumn time to try to raise some finance to help to refurbish the school here in 2009. So we will be working very much with you, and we pray God's blessing on you.
Thank you very much. You'll be very most welcome.